Hey guys, today I'm flying out the BF-109 G-6, as you can see. Now I quite like this plane. It had a bad reputation for a while, but I think it got better with the recent patches. It seems to fly a lot better. But I've always liked it, so I'm actually using the 20mm cannon on it. I have the 30mm cannon unlocked, but I do not like the MK108 30mm cannon. It doesn't get enough ammo, and I find it very hard to aim because of the low muzzle velocity, meaning you have to lead your targets a lot. Compared to the plane that comes before it, the G2, the performance of the G6 isn't really better. It might even be slightly worse, except it overheats a little bit less. But the G6 does get the option of carrying the two 30mm gun pods, which the G2 doesn't. So that can be useful if you want to go bomber hunting. But in the latest patch, the 20mm are working really well. So I just fly without gun pods at all and just the single 20mm cannon in the nose, and that's working great for me. So while we've been climbing, we've seen some F7Fs above me. They get an air spawn on this map, so I've just been ignoring them. They're going to be above me no matter what. So if they leave me alone, I'm going to leave them alone. I want to intercept the other climbing fighters, such as the Spitfire we've seen here. And that's what this BF-109 does best. You climb straight towards the enemy, and just climb straight up and use your great climb rate to cut off your enemies. So I'm diving on the Spitfire, cut throttle a little to cool down the engine, and boom! Perfect shot, kill him. And then there's a Tempest that suddenly appears, so no problem, I'll kill you too. So that was 2 kills in really quick succession. So I see this Focke-Wulf 190 up ahead, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go straight for him, see if I can get a 3rd kill. Get 3 kills in a row. So as you can see, the 20mm cannons are working really well now. They have a lot of hitting power, so, and you don't need much ammo to kill someone. So here's this Focke-Wulf. I'm trying to get on his tail. He's diving. I'm having trouble, and here we go. One of the weaknesses of the BF-109s is that they tend to lock up at high speed. Here I have trouble pulling the nose up in time, and I can't get a good shot off. So I'm gonna have to try it again. But again the same problem happens. I start diving. Well, here I got some shots off, but they missed. I don't know why. Here we go, the lockup occurs again. So I'm throttling down a little bit, and I'm finally starting to get the nose on target when a teammate swoops in and takes off the wing of the Focke-Wulf. So he's dead. Won't have to worry about that. So I've lost a lot of altitude, but that's not too much of a problem with this plane because it can climb up again pretty fast. So I'm gonna fly towards my teammates and gain some altitude again. And that's one of the things I've noticed with a lot of the German planes, and the BF-109 in particular. If you fight one-on-one versus an enemy, they're not the best planes. But if you can stick to your teammates, these BF-109s and Focke-Wulfs, they can work really great as a wolf pack kind of. You each attack the target one by one, you bleed his energy, and then they can be absolutely devastating. So it's important to try to stick with your teammates. So we're hunting these F7Fs over here. So while my teammates are engaging, I'm going to be using this time to climb a bit and hopefully get a drop on one of these guys. The F7F goes heads on and he dies. But here comes the next F7F, so I'm just going to keep climbing and hope to be able to get a drop. And now he's passing right below me, so I start moving to dive on him, try to cut off his path a bit. So hopefully I can close the distance. But you can see the speed of these F7Fs, it's insane. They're really fast, and I can't catch up to this guy. He's just going to pull away. So he's getting away from me. But I decide to harass him a little bit, so I zoom in and shoot the machine guns a bit at him. And as you can see, some of the bullets hit his right engine there and it starts smoking. So in the long run, that white smoke usually means that engine is going to start overheating uncontrollably eventually. It'll take a while and eventually the engine will die. So at least I've limited him a bit now, because his engine is gonna start losing performance, start overheating, and he'll have to repair it. So Anyway, in the meantime, I'm not going to keep chasing this guy because I can't keep up with him. So I'll do what I did before, I'll climb towards the swarm of teammates. As you can see, this guy's turning around, so I'm leveling off a bit to gain some speed, see what he's doing. But he doesn't seem to be going for me. And we spot a Spitfire over here, near our teammates. So I decide I'm going to intercept him. That guy I shot the engine off before just got shot down by a Focke-Wulf 190, he went head on. And died. But I'll climb towards these guys. And suddenly another Spitfire appears up a lot higher, so I decide to climb to the side a bit, because I don't want to get below that Spitfire. If that Spitfire gets above me and gets in a killing position, I'm pretty much screwed. I can't outmaneuver him, I can't really outrun him, so I have to be careful of my positioning. And that's one of the things that's important in the BF-109s, is your positioning. You gotta keep yourself out of trouble, because if you get in trouble, it's very hard to get out. But now the Spitfire is coming towards me, so I'm getting ready to engage. Gonna move above him to get into a diving position, but I see he's turned towards me, and he actually starts to climb up at me. So I pitch up. I'm pretty sure he won't have enough speed to be able to catch up to me. So I zoom in and I can see, no, he can't keep up. His nose is already starting to pitch down. So it's time for me to flip over and try to get on his tail. So we're in a very good position here, above and behind the enemy, and we're catching up. And he's trying to turn off, so I'm going to follow that turn. I hope to get some shots in. I also have a teammate nearby, so that's good. And here we go, open fire, get some hits, and blow off his wings. And that was actually a Griffin Spitfire Mark 24. So that's a pretty good kill, if I say so myself, because that plane should be a lot better than mine. But now he's dead. So again, after getting a kill, I tend to turn around and start climbing towards teammates, and then assess the situation. And the situation right now is that that Spitfire up high is still over there. He's getting chased by another BF-109 who's actually above him, so I'll try to help out this guy, see if we can get this guy to come down a bit. As you can see, I'm not climbing straight towards him, because I don't want to get stuck directly below him. Just climbing a bit to the side, see what he's doing. But that Focke-Wulf teammate is saying that he's engaging someone. So I'd rather attack people below me. It's a lot easier. So for the minute I'm gonna ignore the Spitfire, but I see he's coming towards me, so I roll over, make a split S, and that should make it pretty hard for him to shoot me. So we'll see what he does. Roll a little, dodge any shots coming in. And we'll see, where is he going? He doesn't seem to be turning around to engage, because he knows that other BF-109 is up there. So this is again the teamwork. Even if you're not communicating with your team, just try to use your team, stick together. And that's the best way to play these 109s, in my opinion. So I'm trying to find my teammate. I actually lost him, but there he is right in front of me. So now I know that most of the enemies, I think, are towards their base. I mean, this Spitfire's going that way. The Focke-Wulf said he was attacking someone over there. So that's where I'm going to head. I'm going to keep my altitude though, because without the altitude advantage, this plane becomes a little worthless. But if you're above someone, then it's a very deadly plane. So let's just fly over there, see what happens. So we're starting to approach their base, and I can see my teammates starting to maneuver down there, so I'm pretty sure they're engaged. So I'm gonna go, and there's that Jackie guy again. That's the Spitfire that was up high before. And an F8F. So we'll see if we can get the drop on one of these guys. cut throttle to 0% because I don't want to go too fast. It overspeeds at something like 750, and at the higher speeds the controls really start to stiffen up, so that's why I'm just diving down to 0%, and I have a good lineup on the Spitfire, so open fire, get a few hits. He does a decently good defensive maneuver, but I'm going to go back up into the vertical, and this is one of the things that BF-109 is really good at, because they're lightweight planes with pretty good engine power, so you can just rocket up like that. And now I can come back for a second attack on this guy. So he's doing some defensive maneuvers, but not enough. I have a really good lineup, and bang. There goes another wing. And I still have 74 rounds of ammo left. So 4 kills and 74 cannons, 74 rounds of cannon ammunition left. So you can see you really don't need the gun pods on this plane. If you just place your shots carefully, don't spray, then 200 cannon rounds are more than enough. So now my teammates are just chasing this F7F over here, who also joined the fight. So I'm climbing up. You do not want to go head on with a F7F. Maybe if you're a Focke-Wulf with lots of cannons, but as a BF-109 you definitely don't. So I'm going to try to stay above him, and hopefully I can get the drop on him again. So here we go, I'm trying to line up an attack here, but he's running away, and as I said before, these F7Fs are really fast. So I'm going to have trouble catching up to him here, even though I can have a pretty good dive on him. But the BF-109s aren't exactly the fastest planes, and those F7Fs, they are really fast. So I'm kind of closing the gap, but I know it's really not going to be enough. And some of the other Focke-Wulfs are busy attacking ground targets, so it's kind of a shame because they probably could have cut him off, but instead they're killing armored cars. So I'm taking some shots at him, but I can't hit it. So the BF-109 comes in. He gets some hits, I think, but not too much. And then he's just using his straight line speed to try to get away. Can't blame him. It's one of his best defensive moves because he's so fast, but still. Anyway, this is going to go on for a while, just us chasing him. So we'll skip ahead until he dies. So instead of just chasing him down on the ground, I decide to climb up, because my other teammates are chasing him closer, so hopefully I can get the drop. And he attacks one of our Dorniers, the bastard. Shoots him down. And we're still chasing him, but we really can't catch up to him. So we just have to hope that either he has to land and repair, or that he comes to attack us. You can see my teammates kind of taunting him here, trying to get him to fight. But luckily he does decide to turn around, and he gets set on fire by the BF-109. So he's gonna go down pretty soon. I'm just gonna keep overwatch, make sure his fire doesn't go off. If his fire goes out, I might attack him, but as long as he's burning, I'll leave the kill for my teammate. So I'm just keeping an eye on it. Let's see what's gonna happen. Just trying to keep my altitude a bit. Stay close to him, but he's still burning, I see, so no need to go attack him, and he gets shot down. So that was the last enemy player. So that was 4 kills for me in the BF-109 G-6, a very successful game. So, remember what I said, teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. If you're flying these German planes, if you can try to stick with your teammates, do it, because that's the best way to win. So, there we go, the game is ending, and we're going to get to see the results screen pretty soon. See what we got out of this game. you see it, 4 kills. And about 8,000 RP and 56,000 lions with the daily double. So that's a pretty good profit. So I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.